Hey there, agents. Do you want to know the 5 data points that, if you gather them on your initial contact with any lead that you're trying to hopefully present either an IUL or an annuity solution to, if you gather these data points, it will set you up for an incredibly compelling presentation in your next step. And when I say compelling, what I mean is the prospect will be asking you, how do I implement this? Right? And these data points, we call them minimum effective data, and they are concepts that sit within our qualifying call process. And that is really more of something we focus on as a conversation framework rather than an interrogation, a typical fact find. And what I'm about to share with you is a clip from a recording of a coaching call in our Agent Shift coaching program, where I, myself, Jim Fisher, if we haven't met before, founder of Juicebox, I help agents like you who are trying to grow their commissions rather than their credit card balance selling life and annuities, right? And we have an entire systematic sales process to do that. And this is a key component, is how do you set yourself up, remove resistance from your prospect, achieve a diagnostic positioning with your prospect, be seen as the guide to help them increase their financial prosperity and hopefully their retirement income with your solutions using index universal life, cash value whole life, or annuities. And so I can't wait to share this with you. Check it out.
Is target retirement age, current age? Are you saving for retirement? Do you have matching contributions in what you're saving for? Do you have income? What's your income? What are your balances? These are all answers that you can, if you ask them in the right order and in the right way, with what we train on with position statements, which you state your intention as to why you want to answer the question before asking it. And often with that position, you maybe give potential options. For example, hey, to calculate things like Social Security, an important component of your income as you move closer to retirement, it'd be important to know when you plan to retire. Or, hey, let's start out with this. When would you like to be retired and no longer have to work, but still maintain your lifestyle? What age would you like to be? 65, full retirement age, 67, older because you love what you do? What is it for you, right? That's a position statement. So you get target retirement age. If you could retire and maintain your lifestyle, no longer work, when would you want that to be? 65, 67? They give you the answer. Great. So it's important in the planning process to know how long from where you're at to retirement. The easiest way to understand that is how old you currently are. Would you mind sharing that? Great. Awesome. Now, are you saving anything for retirement route? You don't have to say how much at this point. You are. Through what? You have a 401k, IRA, the bank account. What do you do? We don't have to talk numbers yet. Yeah, no, I have 401k. Great. A lot of times a 401k has a matching contribution. Are you gaining matches? Yeah. Awesome. Well, very commonly it's like a dollar for dollar match. You put in 5%, they put in 5%. Is that a good starting point, that just to assume you're putting in 5% and they're matching you 5%? Or do you know a more specific information you can share on the plan, like how much, what percent you're contributing and what they're matching? The resistance you could get at any of these points is like, well, I don't want to share that. Great. Well, if I start with 5 for 5 as like a really common thing, which is what the forecaster has in the template, right? If I start with that, what happens with the prospect is they see you as the expert. Because the fact that you know about all these criteria, it's like when you walk into a doctor, they just see you walk in the room and they're like, your back hurting you? Yeah. I bet your feet and your knees too, right? And they're like, yeah, how does this guy know? I haven't said anything yet. And this is something, how somebody weaves this all together is something only a pro could do. And I'm not saying that because you're not a pro yet, and that's why you're not doing it. I'm saying this is the perception of the prospect, that I'm being cared for professionally by an expert in this field. And that happens by how you ask questions.